All right. Game 3 of the regular season for Inter Miami was a victory with 10 men, and I was there to see it. So, yeah, this was a pretty high level intensity defensive game, and then still without Messi, even though he was available to play yesterday, he was not an impact, so no problem. Um, so let us get things going. So the starting goalkeeper was Oscar Usteri, and Kalina for Charlotte was their goalkeeper yesterday as well. So it starts off with the Charlotte ball. The first action came in the 6th minute. There was actually a 5th minute. It was a free kick, and that just went nowhere. Corner kick for Inter Miami that went nowhere. There was a hand pass from Westwood. Benjamin Kramashi's first shot on target, that was stopped there by Charlotte's goalkeeper from the outside the box. Luis Suarez then tries to attempt it, but he missed it high. That went right to the supporter sections. Couple of corner kicks for Charlotte that went nowhere, was cleared away. Allende shot was blocked. Patrick Aguiman was blocked as well. In the 30th minute, there was a yellow card issued to Aviles. Again, perhaps a little bit too aggressive with what he's trying to do, and of course he gets another yellow card. He's got to be careful because that was that reason alone. With a denial score opportunity last time, he was sent off. So yeah, that's tough. Corner kick for Inter Miami that went nowhere, and then there would be a delay. Really, it's just because when we were at the game, and I don't want to say because it's hot and anything like that. Yeah, it was hot, and I'm not just saying it because I'm watching the game. I was at that game. I'm sure you already know that. It was hot. It was kind of hot. It was close to 90 degrees. When we checked the temperature, it was 87 degrees. Yeah, pretty good weather. But when you have a sun beaming on the field like that, especially when half of the field was covered in sun and not the shade yet, at least, yeah, you have to have a hydration break. So there was a hydration break. Then in the 38th minute, we have an ejection card, a red card to Oscar Usteri because of denial score opportunity, and that's just a weird call. Sorry, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that call. I just don't. So Usteri is forced to be sent off. A lot of commotion. Inter Miami players don't like it. I especially don't like the call. I just don't feel like it is I just don't feel like it was warranted for Usteri to be sent off. I don't care what you say. I don't like the call at all. So he gets sent off, and apparently I wasn't even paying attention when I was at the game. You have to have a sacrifice, and you have to have a goalkeeper somehow. So now you're down. Now at that point you're down by 10 men, and the only way Rocco Rios Nava, which I stupidly misnamed him, so I apologize. You have to sub in one of your players, and that totally screws up the idea for Messi, because I feel like if this red card did not happen, Messi would have definitely came in the second half, definitely. But that changes the strategy, apparently. So Kramashi has to be subbed off for Rocco Rios Novel, which is the backup goalkeeper, and making his MLS debut. He was making his MLS debut. He was pretty impressive in preseason, so that's why he made a team. And also, too, that Drake Calendar is still not available. So from this point forward, Charlotte with a lot of momentum and a lot of possession since then. After the substitution, Pep Bale with the shot and he misses from the free kick. I mean, that just went nowhere. That went high. Then stoppage time happened. There was an offside corner kick for Charlotte, but before that corner kick even happened, Suarez was not happy in the box. He was not happy. He was yelling at the referee. He gets a yellow card, so he was booked. So then finally the corner kick happened, and which that went nowhere, was cleared away, and we go to halftime, scoreless in the first half. And for the rest of the game, Inter Miami is short-staffed. They are They are then without, Kermashi because of Usteri's sent off. So, I mean, now you got to play with defensive mode. You got to park the bus for the rest of the game. So substitution right off the bat. Ian Frey comes in for Aviles, and that's a right call for Mascherano. So what do? Do you park the bus or do you try to go after? Well, while the fireworks are going off, immediately Itaman went on a quick attack. Suarez with a nice pass to Allende, and Allende was able to finish that ball to the bottom right corner of the net, and very quickly, with just the blink of an eye, Allende scores for Inter Miami, and Inter Miami leads 1-0 pretty much for the rest of the game. That was a very quick score in the second half from Allende. Allende has been absolutely dominant in this season so far on all competition. He's been flat out good. He has been good. Okay, he has scored. He has scored in the CONCACAF Leg 2 against Sporting Kansas City. He scored against Houston. I believe he also scored against Cavalier, if I remember, and he scored in this game. That turned out to be a game winner. So great goal by Allende, and what a finish. What an absolute finish by Allende. Rest of the game, pretty much been all Charlotte FC since. Inter Miami went full defensive mode since. And normally, when Inter Miami is down 10 men, usually no good things happen, right? Historically speaking, not a lot of good things happen for Inter Miami. And trust me, I tell you this since 2020. But so Charlotte gets a corner kick twice in a row, 5 minutes apart. Both of them were cleared away. Akiman, if I said it right, he misses to the left, and a couple of substitutions. Federico Redondo comes in for Suarez. Yeah, you want him ready for Thursday game against Cavalier for leg 2. And David Ruiz comes in for Sogavia. And by the way, Sogavia, what a player he is. I mean, I saw him with his footwork with the ball. What a terrific player he's becoming. So, absolutely. So, a corner kick again for Charlotte. A lot of corners for Charlotte in this half. Agimang, once again with the header, but he missed his close range to the right. There's a substitution for Charlotte. Lots of whistles in between. Finally, a corner kick at the 71st minute, which that was nowhere to go. And in the 75th minute, another hydration break. It's still hot, even though temperature is starting to go down just a little bit. But more substitutions after that for Charlotte. And there was a throw-in for Inter Miami, and that was turned over to let me try this. Aidan Togiomati. If I said it, let me know if I said it right. I don't think I did, but he makes a shot very close, 6 yards out, and that ball curved and it hit the left post, and that was close. That was absolutely close. That was I believe that shot right there was the closest that Charlotte's ever been to actually scoring, an equalizer. But it just didn't go into the back of the net, and it curved left and it hit the left post. That was close. That was honestly the closest that I felt, and I'm right there to watch it. Okay, because I'm at the east side of the stadium, and it's happened right in front of us. So the anxiety kind of builds. Then a little bit after that, Eric Williamson misses to the right. And each time Charlotte players would try to shoot the ball ends up going through the box and nowhere near the goal net. Anyway, there was a yellow card issued to Addison Malanda, which this was that situation in the 81st minute where one of our players was clearly fouled. Referee did not blow a whistle. When they stole the ball, then they call a foul. Bullshit. Redondo should not have been fouled. Or actually, he should have been fouled, but he was called for a foul. And then a little bit after that, there was something that happened at the Charlotte side of the field. One of our players got pushed. Malanda was right there. He pushed him after the whistle was blown. he receives a yellow card. But it doesn't make any sense to me, because why would you not call a foul when the foul took place against Redondo? Why didn't you call it? It just doesn't make any sense. But thankfully, a little bit after that free kick, there was a foul against Wilfred Zaha. Anyway, a couple more corner kicks for Charlotte that went nowhere. With the head bounce, it cleared attempts by Inter Miami. Great. And the substitution for Charlotte, Vargas comes in for Ageman, if I said it right. I don't know. There'll be a shot attempt there, which Tokyo Monti, he misses. He misses on the set piece too high, which thankfully it did. And then, and a little bit after that, we would find out a little bit later that Messi would not play because David Martinez comes in the game for Inter Miami. So that's unfortunate because it was just a little bit pricey, this game. It was slightly pricey, but really, I was there to see him win. He replaces Allende, by the way. But anyway, close to stoppage, and there will be a minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage. 5 minutes. So Tavares gets blocked in the center of the box, which was a good block. Corner kick for Charlotte that went nowhere. Then a little bit of a strange sequence in the 92nd minute of stoppage. Play would continue just a slight bit, and the ball just can't seem to get there. Yannick Bright with just a silly foul to give, which would be a yellow card on Yannick Bright. Another corner kick for Charlotte, and that was cleared away. And Alvison Malanda tries to header it for 6 yards out, but that went high. From the corner, and that's your ball game. That is your ball game. The final score of this game: shorthanded Inter Miami team with 10 men just seemingly parking the bus after the red card on Usteri. He wins it, and Inter Miami wins 1-0 against Charlotte FC. That is a big win, and it's still without Messi. So I got to see that happen. So you'll see a vlog a little bit later on. But yeah, we finally get to see the result. We got to see the result this time. At least I got to see the result this time, because last time I saw those two teams play, there was no result. It was a 1-1 draw. And I just had that funny feeling that it was going to be the same case. It did not, and I'm happy that it did. So this is shocking. Possession. So not surprising. 56.6% of possession goes Charlotte. Not surprising there. 43.4% possession goes into Miami. This is due to the red card effect. But here's the surprising part. 2 shots on target for into Miami. One of them was in from Allende's goal. That's not surprising part. Out of all the times when even when there was a red card, Charlotte has 9 shot attempts. None of them are shots on goal. None of them are shots on goal. I could have sworn that at least one of them went straight to Novel or Usteri. I could have sworn that was the case. But no, it says no shots on target. I'm kind of perplexed on that. And I'm like, and also too, that Charlotte had a lot of odd chances, and none of them were straight to the net or straight to the goal or the goalkeeper, and even the post too. I'm just baffled by that. Anyway, 4 shot attempts for Inter Miami, 12 fouls from Charlotte, 10 fouls on Inter Miami, 3 yellow cards for Inter Miami, only 1 for Charlotte. That was with Belanda from the other side after the foul on Redondo. Red card, which is still bullshit on Usteri. 13 corner kicks for Charlotte, and Inter Miami only got 2. And the only save happened in the first half. So that's what happens. And Inter Miami still undefeated in this season, but with 3 wins. Is it 3 wins? Actually, 2 wins in the season. 2 wins, 1 draw. That 1 draw happened against New York City FC. But still, I'm fine with 7 points. We're second in the Eastern Conference as of right now. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, second place with with behind Philadelphia. But this is a good result. But the one thing that does worry me about this team is a lack of discipline. They've taken too many fouls, and they've taken many yellow cards. And also, too, in 3 regular season games, there's at least 1 red card. Now, thankfully, the red card that was issued to Ian Frey in the Houston game was nullified. It was appealed, and and he won that appeal. But still, the discipline needs to take place. You cannot be too nice of a coach. You gotta tell the players, stop committing these stupid acts to get yourself booked in a red card or even yellow cards too, because they take too many. Look, 10 fouls. Imagine all of them were 10 yellow cards. One of them could be at least a red. No, in fact, there was a red card from Usteri. It was a denial score opportunity. Still bullshit, but it happens. The discipline needs to be there. There's no discipline at all. And that's what worries me going forward. Hopefully they work on this. But, yeah, man, regardless of all that, this game is still a wild one. And they still win this game 1-0, even despite 10 men. So that's awesome. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Expect the vlog a little bit later on. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TVG has it back. When he does, he'll be right there with the free entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG. Sign off, folks. Adios.